Hey everyone, I'm Hector Mirai, and this is Faith and Fandom 180 on LTN Radio. So this past weekend, I'm at a Comic-Con in Myrtle Beach, and it's the first time I've been at this con in a long while. It actually shut down about 3 years before COVID, so I was super pumped when they booted back up, and also because the showrunners actually came and found me months ago and asked me to come do GeekChurch. So really excited to be there. I didn't make a big deal out of it. I wasn't sure if I was going to get to go and actually have my booth because of Wizard of Oz rehearsal. I'm doing a play. And so I didn't really advertise it. And so I get there Sunday morning. I set my booth up. I get ready to do my church service. And I just sit down at my booth for a second to take a breath. And then as I'm enjoying the moderate quiet before the show floor opens, I hear a very loud voice, "Hey! It's the comic book pastor guy!" And there's a photographer that I know from the con world, and he brings a model over to my booth who's cosplaying that he was doing photos of. He says, "Hey, let me introduce you. This is the comic book pastor guy. He tells people about Jesus, and he likes nerdy stuff." And, he was not using his inside voice. He was very much being loud to the point that all the other booths around were turning and looking. And I was like, "Hey, good to see you." And then, he went on about his way. And it reminded me of this story in Acts 16. If you beginning of verse 16, where it's just talking about that there's a girl with divination who made money fortune telling. And she runs up on Paul and Silas. And verse 17 says, "The girl followed Paul and the rest of us, shouting, 'These men are servants of the Most High God, who are proclaiming to you the way of salvation.'" Now, that was really cool that she spotted that and proclaimed it to everybody, but she also really got on Paul's nerves. And you can read how that story played out. But the idea was that she saw something in what they were doing, and she told everybody about it. So here's my question to you, just kind of a self-examination thing. If people were to look at what you are doing in your life and proclaim it to the world, what would it be? What would be the identifying thing that if people looked at you, what could they identify that you are doing in and for and with the kingdom of God? Remember to catch Faith and Fandom 180 every Wednesday morning on the Back Row Morning Show, only on LTN Radio. And if you'd like to learn more about Faith and Fandom, head over to faithandfandom.org, where you can learn about our Comic-Con ministry, podcast, memes, apparel, and book series. You can even read new chapters before they make it to the next book. I'm Hector Mirai, and thank you for spending the last 180 seconds with me.